monster.
Hey guys, going to video here, and today I have for you guys another news episode. And in today's news episode, we're going to be talking about the German Dream Machines. Yes, the German Dream Machines. And in this, you can win 10 different prizes. It lasts from August 7th until August 27th. Early in the morning. So really, you have the 26th is the last day. August 26th is the last day. And what do? You get all sorts of prizes. Now let's click on this to find out a little bit more about it as we skim through. I've already read through it all, so I can tell you what happens, and so on and so forth. So how do you get the prizes? Well, how you get the prizes is if you score in the 4th or 5th top XP earner on your team, you'll get 1 point. 2nd or 3rd will get you 3 points, and top will get you 5 points. Same kind of thing as usual. And you have to be using vehicles from tier 5 through 10. Now, listen. You don't have to use German vehicles. According to this, it doesn't look like you have to use German vehicles. We'll be finding out today. Obviously, the event has come out when this gets posted, so go ahead and check it out. And but it looks like you can use any kind of vehicle you want, as long as it's tier 5 through tier 10. What's the best way to get points? If you have a Churchill 3, the Soviet tier 5 heavy tank, that gets you, I think, 78% extra base experience points. That will get you a ton of XP, and you'll score higher then. Tanks you're comfortable in. The more comfortable the tank, the better you'll do it. You'll play in it. Tanks that don't get very good XP is artillery. So definitely, if you're looking to get a lot of points, guys, artillery doesn't work very well. The best kind of tank is a light tank, especially if you're not suicide scouting. Like, go in, get to a position where you can get some spots safely, and you'll get tons of XP. It's about 25 XP per spot. So go ahead and get some spots like that, and you'll get all sorts of things. Now, these things are pretty expensive, but the prizes are great, and some of them are really worth it. 15 points for a times 2 XP boost. I'm sure you guys have plenty of those with all the boosts they've been doing. Times 3 and a times 2 for Bravo. Bit of silver for Charlie, not worth it at all. Drop Delta, still not worth it. Drop Echo. This is where something could be worth it. Definitely could be worth it. But let's take a closer look to this vehicle before we move on to the next. So the first prize you can get, which has a vehicle, is the Panzer 38 Hotchkiss. It's also known as the Micro Mouse. This thing is a beast at tier 2. It can block a lot of damage. Does not have the greatest of guns. Let's see. Damage 40, penetration 41. Can't really penetrate itself even with your gold rounds. I mean, it can with its gold rounds, I guess. But it has a difficult time. But it's still a beast. And here's its XP bonus and crew XP bonus. Holy cow. I had no idea. If you want to train your German crews and you don't mind playing tier 1, look at this XP bonus. 70% XP bonus, 50% crew XP bonus. This thing is an insane true craner. That's better than the AMX Chaffee. However, it does not have a silver bonus. So if you're looking for a premium tank and you want silver, this is not the tank for you. Not the tank at all. But if you already have some money makers like I do, like if you've spent money in the game or you've ground for like the all the other free tanks, like they've had the Fatherland, the Motherland, all sorts of other free tanks, if you already have those, and you just want a crew maker, this is a great tank to go for at tier 2. And plus, you don't have to worry about all the high tiers, and you can have some fun seal clubbing if that's your style. Next on the list, Foxtrot. This is a decent one. I mean, it's 350 points. I mean, if you can get 350 points in less than 7 days, I'd say this is kind of worth it, you know what I'm saying? Because then you start getting more XP from while you're grinding later. Granted, the XP doesn't go towards base XP, so it doesn't really help you with grinding, it just helps you with money. But if you want some premium time, this is great, but I definitely wouldn't go for it. I think premium tanks are worth a whole lot more. But this is worth 350. Oh, we didn't even talk about this one. This is worth 225. You just have to score top 25 times, right? Score top 25 times. Oh, sorry. I'm dumb. 45 times, and you'll get this. It's 45 times. It's not. It is a lot, but it's not too bad. You can definitely get this, even if you can't play much. You can definitely get this. But now we want to look at golf. Golf always seems to be pretty good. It's the Panzerkampfwagen S35 and 7 days of premium for 500 points. You have to score top 100 times. 100 times. Right here, and you will be able to get this. Definitely doable in the couple of weeks they give you, but maybe not for everyone. The Panzerkampfwagen is another German stolen French tank. And once again, it's got pretty decent hull armor. It's not as good as the Tier 2, but it's still decent. It's autoloader resistant, and it's got a much better turret. The gun on it, though, once again, is definitely lacking for its tier, but still 90mm in Tier 3. That's plenty. That's plenty. Let's go look at its bonuses. Silver bonus, if you finally get a tank that has a bit of a silver bonus, 26%, and its XP bonus is still meaty at 65%. This is definitely, if you want experience and silver, this is a much better choice than the Tier 2, but if you really want that crew chain, that Tier 2 makes stacks of crew chain, so keep that in mind as when you turn your points in. If you don't think you're going to be able to get both, keep that in mind. Now let's look at Hotel the Hidden Stud. This is something I'm thinking about getting. It's an E25 pretty much, but at Tier 5. This thing looks pretty good. It's 650. It said 650 points. So that's a lot of grinding you're definitely going to have to be going for. Let's take a quick gander at the Hidden Stud and check it out. Unfortunately, this doesn't let us know what its camo rating is, but it's really good. Well, we can take a look at its gun. At Tier 5, I mean, this is Tier 5, right? Matchmaking up to Tier 6. Oh my goodness. And this is, yeah, this hit points, this is Tier 5. Wait, that's not its hit points. What's its hit points? Dun-dun-dun, armor, gun, damage, matchmaking. Where's its hit points? Oh my goodness. What tier is this? There it is, Tier 5. Holy cow, guys. I was failing like a madman. But it is a Tier 5, and what I didn't realize, it has preferential matchmaking. Only up to Tier 6. Credit XP bonus 40%. It starts to drop the higher you go, but it's not terrible. But look at this premium silver bonus, 65%. This is where you start making money, guys. If you want a money maker and you want it low tier and you don't have enough to grind for the hammer or the King Tiger, this tank is great for money. You've got pretty good penetration at its tier, and the fact that you never have to fight Tier 7s, this pen will do pretty much just fine. And then when you do have to fight that have more, like M6s and such, this premium pen should do fine, and with this amount of credit bonus, you should still be making money shooting the gold rounds. And then your armor is decent. It's decent. I think upper areas is pretty good. Lower part is, of course, the lower plate is a bit of a weak spot. And then you do have a pull on top, but it's not bad. Definitely can hold its own. Its mobility, decent engine power, mediocre speed, but it turns pretty quickly. So this thing looks like it can get around pretty well. This definitely looks like a good tank to choose. If you can get this high, this is a good choice. But then you start getting to the big guns. If you haven't gotten this one, because it was free one time, it's free again, and I highly recommend the Tiger 1 hammer. It costs 825 points, guys. That is massive. That's a lot of points. But is it worth it? Oh, yes it is. So, what's so great about the Tiger 1 hammer? Well, it is a Tiger 1 with a nerfed engine, 700 instead of 870. So it's the same engine you get on PC, but it has 50 more hit points than the regular Tiger 1, which just helps you out so much. It just gives you that confidence to be like, okay, I'm going up against another Tiger 1, but I should be able to take him with my hit points. Even though it's just 50 hit points, I've found myself surviving in this more than the regular Tiger. Even though it is a little bit more sluggish, going at with the 700 horsepower instead of the 870, it's still great. Of course, it does see up to Tier 9, but its gun is a walloper. Holy cow. It has 203mm of standard pen, 237mm of premium penetration, more than enough to go through 9s. Its rate of fire is 8.96. If you guys have never played a Tiger before, it is a dream to play. You just have to play kind of as a sniper, and when you're top tier, then you can play it more as a heavy. But its gun can hold its own in the bottom tier. It has a ton of ammunition. You can take tons of premium rounds if you want. Its credit bonus is only 30%, but at tier 7 you're doing a lot more damage, and so yeah, the 30% can really help. You'll be making decent games will be getting you probably 50 to 60,000. Really good games will be getting you the 6 digits you want. View range is 380, which is fantastic. What I find I use on this tank when I played it, I used a gun rammer, I used vents, and I used coated optics. And with coated optics, I was able to outspot tier 9 mediums who don't take coated optics. And I was able to use this tank when I'm bottom tier as almost like a scout tank. I would go in the front, get into a position where I can hide my tank and poke out every once in a while and just scout things. And it worked out very nicely for me. This is a bit of a slug though. Turret turns only 20 degrees, and the hull only turns at 26 degrees a second. And the turret armor is actually pretty decent. It's 100 millimeters, and this mantlet here is also 100 millimeters, so it's about 200, but it is still very flat. So, of course, you can usually penetrate yourself in the turret mantlet right here, and so can, of course, tier 9s and tier 8s. Now, if you're top tier, this mantlet is very good against 6s, impenetrable against 5s, and the hull can do wonders against 5s as well. So when you're top tier, you angle this at about a 40-degree angle, and you can get some stuff done. Just beware, the side here, there's an ammo rack there and an ammo rack here, and if you get hit right here, going this way, you're gonna get ammo racked almost every time. So if you're fighting a Tiger 1 or a Tiger 1 hammer, aim for this right star and you'll ammo rack it almost every time. Let's get to the very last drop, the pride and joy of the drops, which is Drop Juliet. If this works, it's so buggy. There we go. 7 days of premium, 10 times 3 XP boosts. The King Tiger. Wait till you see what this thing does. This thing is insanity. Here's the King Tiger. Actually, let's go back. What I want to do actually is do a quick comparison of the open in new tab. There we go. And I will tell you why. Because we're going to be comparing these two tanks real quick. This thing is a beast, but it is not as good as the Tiger. Let's get it in its fully upgraded form, and I will compare and show you why. Now, Tiger 2, King Tiger. It has 50 more hit points, 1,650 more hit points than the regular Tiger 2. But that's all it has going for it, other than this nice camo. The mobility is the same top engine. The speed limit is, guess what? It is the same. The traverse speed, guess what? Is lower. The turret traverse speed is also lower. So this thing turns slightly slower than the Tiger 2. Unfortunately, you're going to be a little bit more sluggish, but barely. Only by 3 degrees with both added up. The armor now. Armor is identical, as you can see. Ready? Look at that. Identical. Gun? It is the same gun. Well, almost. And I'll show you why it's not. You get 42 rounds in this, and you do get 42 in this as well. But look at this. The Tiger 2 has 225 and 285 millimeters of penetration, and so does the captured, or sorry, just the King Tiger. It's not the captured one. So that's really good. But this is where the tank is kind of like, aw. That's because 5.66 rounds per minute on the captured, sorry, on the King Tiger. I'm going to keep saying captured. I apologize for that. 5.66 rounds a minute, while the regular Tiger 2 has 5.77. That's more rounds. It shoots 0.11 rounds a minute more, the regular Tiger 2 does. Also, the King Tiger has an aim time of 2.5, while the Tiger 2 has an aim time of 2.3. Once again, plus for the Tiger 2. The King Tiger also has 0.34 accuracy, while the Tiger 2 has 0.31, another plus for the Tiger 2. The V range, 400, V range, 400. So it's like, okay, this tank definitely, the Tiger 2 is definitely better than the King Tiger, except for the fact that this thing has more hit points, and that really helps this tank out, and that also really helps the hammer out with just the 50 extra hit points, so this is going to come in handy sometimes. But that's not the kicker. What makes this tank so good? It's this, 60% silver bonus. That is insanity. That's so much silver you're going to be making. This is going to be like, oh, I died and only got 2 shots off. Okay, it looks like I'm only making 40,000 credits this game. Only 40,000 credits. Or I didn't even get to shoot. I'm still making 30,000 credits. Or every penetration in this tank is probably going to net you about 10,000 credits. Maybe about 8,000 without premium, something like that. But 10,000 credits. You pen 10 times, you make 6 digits. It's simple as that. So if you have the time and you can score enough points, this is the tank you definitely want to go for. And it is a very mobile heavy tank. This engine power really helps it a whole lot. And on PC, the Tiger 2 actually got an engine power nerf, and it only has 700 horsepower. If console ever does that, which I don't think it will, but they might, this tank, because it's premium, will not get nerfed. It will keep this engine power. So that's something to keep in mind, though I don't think they're ever going to nerf Tiger 2. But that's something that you guys should definitely keep in mind. So anyway, that's what's going on with the Dream Machines. What else is there? You have until the 27th. Of course, all of them come with 100% trained crews. Oh, and if you already have the King Tiger, and let's pretend you have a ton of time on your hands, if you're able to grind out 2,000 points, so you redeem the King Tiger, and then you're like, I don't really care about any of these other things. Well, if you get all the way to 1,000 again, and you redeem it again, that's 5.5 million silver, which is pretty insane. And this is 3.08, so that's also pretty good. So you've got quite a few options if you already have these. This is a lot of money that they're giving out too. So keep that in mind if you already have these tanks, that you're going to be getting a ton of credits. And if you're a spender and you want to get all these tanks, well, you're going to be spending $100. So, yeah. Is it worth it? No. No. I mean, unless you're a collector. Otherwise, I would recommend grinding. Grind. Maybe, wait, let's see. Do these give you extra points? Usually they do, but I don't know. Let's see. It doesn't look like they can give you extra points this time, which is interesting. Usually they do, if this will work. There we go. But, yeah, this is pretty cool. No. Do not ever buy bundles that come with equipment. They cost so much. Look at how much this costs. 19,000 gold, but when it's by itself, it's 13,800. Look how much more they're charging you. Just because they added some premium time, some boosts, and of course these. Because they charge you the full price for credits, but in gold. And that is a lot of money. Anyway, that's going to be it for today. One more thing I wanted to mention while we're here. My internet is on the fritz, and this video is probably going to take me all night to upload. I am not going to be able to stream until it gets fixed. And I apologize for that. But it is what it is. If we get 1,000 subscribers, I'm probably not going to be able to have a 1,000 subscriber special until I'm back in Massachusetts. But do not worry, we will have a 1,000 subscriber special. We will have giveaways, and it will be awesome. So, of course, stay tuned for all of that. Thanks, guys, for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed the news. I hope you learned something. And I hope you guys will be all getting yourself some tanks, even if it's a little tank like this. A tank is a tank, and if it's free, it's free. And I hope you guys all get something great out of this. Till then, it's Guys 2. Take care, guys, and peace out.